So, your boy is back. Well, I really never went anywhere. I was really just spending time with my kids, especially my son. Uh, being that they moved to Savannah when my ex-wife got remarried, which is only 45 minutes from here. I really didn't have that much time to kick it with them. I work 2 jobs Monday through Friday, and the weekend is really no excuse. But if I don't have any money for gas to get back and forth, plus be able to get me to and from work until I get paid again, plus laundry, plus buying a little bit of groceries for myself, I never really had the money. So being that he's here for the summer, I've been spending some time with him, playing the game, going to shoot ball, the pool, stuff like that. So and then last Saturday, I took my daughter back to her mother in Savannah, and me and her hung out at the little strip mall, and went to a few other places, did some shopping and stuff. So that was pretty cool. I love hanging out with my kids. They're a hoop just like I am. I'm a big ass kid at heart. With that being said, I bought something. And before I get to that, let me pick up something. I always do this. And even before I get to this, I do want to say something. So I just got off. I just came up here. I'm on the 3rd floor, and I'm up here talking to a neighbor of mine in the breezeway, and we start hearing this little rumbling noise. Somebody sounded like somebody was tussling or kicking a door or something, and this chick was I guess she had got into a little tussle with her dude or whatever, and he wouldn't let her in. And so I guess he must have gave her stuff or let her in or let her out, whatever the case was. As she was walking towards us, I noticed underneath her eye, he must have had punched her in her face, in her eye. So like right underneath her eye right here was split wide open. Her eye was black and blue. She had some scrapes and bruises on her. And, not that this makes it different, but it was a Caucasian couple. And, the one thing I'll say about a man, or I can't even call him a man, a boy, a coward, does when they hit a female is the fact that they will not hit a man. And I found that out through experience, that people who beat women and stuff like that, they're not man enough to fight a real man. And so hopefully she takes notice to what just happened and not be another statistic and go back to this jackass. It's just not worth it. Your health, your safety is more important than trying to think you're in love with somebody. That's not love. Not when somebody puts their hands on you and beats on you and stuff. That's not love. They're controlling. They want to control you. They want to take charge of a situation, or whatever the case may be, relationship or marriage or whatever, and keep you like you're property. She's not property. So with that being said, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Today, and I know I've been doing a lot of trading, guys, and shout out to all the people, even the ones on Facebook that are now subscribers to the channel. I thank everyone who has done successful trades with me, whether the fragrance ended up being bad or good. Regardless as to the fact, I haven't had any issues with any swaps or sales that I know of. So let's keep this thing going. More trades than sales or swaps, as people call them, but it is what it is. So the fragrance I wore today is one I talked about before, and this is from the house of Armaf. and this is Aura, and this is one of those Invictus clones. That sweet, syrupy, bubblegummy type deal. Has a little bit of a spicy nuance to it, but I actually like this a lot. Do not overspray with this. I think it really was a bad idea for me to wear this today, especially with the heat being as hot as it's been around here. This is not for the heat. This is more of a cool weather scent. And I wore this today, and I had 2 people tell me that this was too strong or I sprayed on too much, and I could have, because I usually do 3 on the head, which is 1 behind the neck, 1 behind each ear, and I usually hit my wrists, maybe my arms, and my shirt. So that might have been way too many sprays for this heat. So I'd advise you do not wear this in the high heat unless you are inside, in which I was inside a building, but for some reason it's been kind of warm, and I guess it's because of the construction where they're remodeling and adding on to our hospital, which is already big enough as is. But this is a damn good fragrance for the price. If you can't afford or don't want to pay the price for Invictus or Invictus Aqua, whichever one is supposed to smell like, this is a good one. It runs you about $20 something to $30 something online. So if you can find Aura, pick it up. Okay, so this fragrance is, I just want to be sure. Yes, this is not the fragrance that I just picked up. But I'm pretty sure by looking at this bottle, a lot of people will already know what this is. This is Dunhill London Desire, the original. And this smells good. This is real good. It has that sweetness to it. Kind of reminds you of almost, I'm not saying it smells like it, but I'm saying it gives you that vibe of Perry Ellis 360 Red. Almost. Almost has like a sweet, bubblegummy, almost type vibe to it. If this was a little sweeter, it probably would smell almost similar to Aura. But it's nice. I like this. And I actually bought a flanker. And I went into Ross actually to see if they had anything. And I actually should not have bought this, but I couldn't pass it up. You know how it is when you walk into a store and you find something that either you've been looking for or you're surprised that they have something. And so I went ahead and bought it. And this one was $17.99, valued at $32 from Ross. And this is Dunhill London Desire Extreme. And I have heard a lot about the extreme version of this fragrance, and that it's supposed to last longer and perform better. And so I could not walk out of the store and pass on this one. And I've seen other reviewers talk about this fragrance also. And I've also seen them with this bottle, especially Joy Amin. And I actually like this bottle better because it has black. And it kind of reminds you of like those Dior fragrances where it has that noticeable atomizer in the middle. Well, it's just a cover. And the actual plastic straw comes through the middle of it. And if you can see it at the bottom, let me turn it around. How the straw comes out the bottom right here and it curves over. I like this bottle a lot better than this silver one. That black and red is mean as fuck. So, same kind of zip top like a Flippo lighter, snaps on. I actually don't like this flip thing, but it is what it is. And let's check out the atomizer. This is a kind of big bottle, so if you don't have big hands like me, you may have problems. So let's see. 3 sprays. Okay. First off, for a 17, 18, 19, I think it was $19 and some change that I paid for this with tax. For about a $20 fragrance. This shit is fire. It does not have the same vibe as this one. This one is more playful and youthful. And I will say it's for like somebody in high school, maybe somebody in college that's still a little playful, juvenile. This one is sexy. It has a more mature vibe to it. Let me give myself another spray. That is nice. I don't know the notes, so don't ask. If you're curious enough, you'll look for it. I can't pick out what's in it. I'm sorry. My nose is not trained for that. So all I can tell you guys is that Dunhill London Desire Extreme is very, very nice. Very sensual, sexy. I like this. I'm glad I have it. And this bottle is going to look so attractive on my shelf. For some reason, just seeing the bottle in Joy Amin's hand, it looked very, very nice. I liked it when I first saw it, just for the bottle. And now that I know what the fragrance is like, hopefully the performance is great on it. I'm glad I have this. So, very nice. Very nice find. Probably one of the best finds I've actually picked up in the past few weeks. There literally has been almost nothing out here at the rack stores. I've been to Marshall's. I've been to Ross, TJ Maxx, Bill's. Yes, TJ Maxx does have one of those commodity fragrances. I've seen London, in which I have. I've seen Davidoff Champion, which is, the price is like too much for me. It's like 30 some odd dollars, and I've heard that fragrance is like a average or just below average type fragrance. Commodity. That's pretty much about all I've seen. And I don't know much about commodity. I mentioned something about that on Facebook, that commodity probably wasn't worth picking up for $40. And somebody actually had the nerve to have about 4 or 6 of those fragrances posted in a pic on their page on Facebook, and was selling them for $75 a piece. I couldn't believe that. And you can find them in stores for like $39.99. Like, what jackass is going to pay you $75 plus shipping for them fragrances? I don't even think they're worth $75. But who knows? I've never smelled them, so I don't know. Man, that's nice. But anyway, don't be fooled by them guys on Facebook, man. There are some people out there who are scamming. They know that commodity is going out of business, or, you know, discontinued or whatever, and they're popping up everywhere, and people are buying them up and being that they're discontinued. They're already trying to jump ahead of the gun and mark up prices 100%. That is so much like a cheapskate and a scammer to me, that they want to take advantage of people, especially people who don't know. Like somebody like me, they couldn't take advantage of me because I wouldn't pay, you know, $50 for it, much less $40. And he's trying to sell them for $75. So that's fucking ridiculous. You need to stop feeling themselves and stop trying to cheat people. Shout out to all the people who were concerned every time there's a little gap in between reviews. Most of the time, like I said, I'm either kicking it with my kids or, I'm at work. I work 2 jobs, so sometimes I'll be too tired to come home and do a review. I want to do more reviews with my son because I know some of you guys enjoyed the one I did do with him, but it's hard to do because there's not a lot of fragrances that he liked. Now, I gave him Polo, Beverly Hills Polo Ignite, because he likes that one a lot. But there aren't many other fragrances that I have that he likes. And it's pointless to me to put him in a video just so he can tell you that he doesn't like everything, but he does like Ignite. Like, that's pointless to me. And I don't really think Ignite is all of that. It smells nice, but to me it's like a below average type fragrance. That's just my opinion. I know other people are going to say I'm wrong or, whatever, but it is what it is with me. So, I am supposed to be off from my night job, but I think I am going to go ahead and go in because I have a floor that has to be finished before Monday, which is I think the 8th, and I don't want to spend my whole weekend at the job. If I can go ahead and knock some more of it out today, which will leave me about a quarter to do tomorrow, and that one building will be done, and I won't have to worry about it the weekend. So I'm probably just gonna go in, do as much as I can, and come on back to the house. So hope you guys are enjoying your 4th of July. Not really big on the celebration aspect because I grew up celebrating it, but once I got older and got into learning about a little bit of history, it's not really meant for everybody, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yes, I do still go to the cookouts if my mom and my stepdad have cookouts and stuff, but as far as like me going and watching fireworks and going to little carnivals or whatever they be having, I'm not into that type of stuff anymore. So it is what it is. My son is with my friend at the pool. They're supposed to be doing a little cookout later, so whatever the case may be. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying your 4th. Be safe out there, especially if you have fireworks. I don't have any this year, but be safe anyway. Try not to shoot them around people's houses, because it's as hot as it is. I don't know where you live in this world, but as hot as it is, it will instantly start a fire or eventually start a fire, and it's real hard to put out. Everything is dry and easily flammable. Make sure you guys stay hydrated being outside in the heat, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.